Stagnation, welcome back to the channel. We have some breaking news. BlackRock is buying Bitcoin, accumulating. In fact, they're even buying Bitcoin miners. Now, before we jump into this story, really, I would like to take you guys back. Let's roll it back in history. Okay? If we can hit screen share there, Mr. Double Up.
Squish, yeah.
You see that back in May 26th of 2021, okay, this article hit the interwebs at exactly 3 p.m. Okay, Eastern Daylight Time is what I assume that EDT is there. And then it was updated September 14th, 2021, written by Leah Ledesma.
That was around when Tesla backed out.
Was that when? Oh, yes, exactly. Right. So it says two of the hottest trends in institutional investing, Bitcoin adoption and environmental, social, and governance factors are suddenly colliding. Suddenly colliding because something came up called ESG. Now, everything was going well, but that trend changed, or that trend ran into a headlong front of mind, right? Consideration for big investors. What are they talking about? They're talking about environmental issues, social and governance factors, aka ESG. This was being led by Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock at the time. And, you know, he claims that because this is not a sustainable, what would you say, investment,
Yep.
right? Adoption of Bitcoin would probably not be as massive. Well, let's fast forward now to January 6, 2023. This is where we are. And it says breaking, BlackRock adds Bitcoin to their $15 trillion global fund or allocation fund. And also claim that, you know, they could buy all the Bitcoin on exchanges with 0.23 or 0.32% of their assets under management. Now, furthermore, we also see that BlackRock gave bankrupt Bitcoin miner Scientific Core a new $17 million loan.
Keyword new.
Yes, because BlackRock was already a holder of $37.9 million of the miner's secured convertible notes.
Tell them.
You know, from an institution like BlackRock, people who are supposed to be the most credible, informed, and educated on investing, they seem to be flip-flopping, changing sides, and cannot make up their minds. Or are they just manipulating everyone? You know, this is bullish for Bitcoin, and we've said it before on the show. Bitcoin does not need institutions, but I promise you, institutions, governments,
Need Bitcoin.
and other people will need Bitcoin. This is extremely bullish, and I'm interested in seeing how this goes. Your thoughts, Double O?
Hey, I'm not sure how much time we're gonna keep telling folks, but I'm glad you guys are on this channel watching this right now. Self-education is key. Asking questions is key. Don't just be part of the system without asking questions about how does the system really operate. There's a book out there about being a great investor. One of these days I'm gonna make sure I bring it on the channel or share it with you guys. It explains how the markets work. Bitcoin does not need the markets. The markets need Bitcoin. But for markets investors to get involved in Bitcoin, like Brazen just mentioned, they are going to manipulate it. They will sell you the fraud. They own the media channels. CoinDesk is owned by, guess what? Partially owned by BlackRock. Coinbase was a BlackRock investment. So just think about it. So the fraud that you see out there, you should ask your question, why is this fraud out there? And the reality is this. The market works this way. For there to be a buyer, there's got to be a seller. You can expedite the selling by pushing out a bunch of fraud. So this all while May 26th, September 2021, while they were screaming, yelling ESG. By the way, ESG, we've done several videos on ESG, by the way. You need to check those out. They were buying, they were investing in the space. And what you hear now, all of a sudden in 2023, is that this whole time while you have been selling your Bitcoin and your cryptocurrencies, those of you that invest in all that space, they literally own mining company. They also push the whole thought about centralization in the space where Bitcoin is too centralized, but at the same time, centralization because of mining. At the same time, they actually own mining companies. One of the biggest mining companies out there, called Scientific, actually went bankrupt due to their banking dealings.
Extracurricular activities, you could say.
That you don't need
in the
Bitcoin to
crypto
do.
space. Yeah.
So the price drop of Bitcoin literally impacted them, and guess what came back to save them? Their biggest investor, BlackRock. So we keep telling you guys this: learn, educate yourself, understand how this corrupt system that we all live in works, so that you can better yourself. This is why we're Bitcoin in the first place. So now you now see this January this year, December this year, the big banks investing, and you have probably sold all your Bitcoin. Well,
It's okay. You can buy it back. Well, we're living in a scam. We're living in deep manipulation. Is what it seems like to me. But maybe we're reading this incorrectly. But if you ask me, I think this is extremely beyond bullish for Bitcoin. Final thoughts, Double Up.
as always, if you have not done it yet, please like, subscribe, follow us. We are on this centralized, as much as we don't like them, social media systems. STAKK on crypto, I said on crypto, on YouTube.
It could be on crypto.
Unfortunately, YouTube is playing games with us right now. We call STAKK Crypto, but it's all right. We can manage. We have STAKKFin on Twitter, STAKKFin on Facebook, for our parents out there that are still using Facebook. Instagram, we don't have TikTok on there yet, but of course we're on TikTok. Check us out on there. And Spotify, you want to get on the show, you want to, have a great conversation, challenge us, definitely let's go ahead and get on Spotify. Let's do it. We're here for that.
Sounds good. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Brazen out.
Double O.